You are my
Shy.
my only.
Yeah. Shy.
You make me
I feel
when skies are.
okay.
You never know
Feel
how much I.
wow.
Please don't take my
Shy. Shy.
away. Yay!
My name is Kim Williams, Marketing Assistant at Cornerstone Autism Center. Come join me as I follow 3 children who attend Cornerstone to get an inside look at what a typical day is like for each of them. A typical day starts promptly at 8:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. Desmond began at Cornerstone about 1 year ago.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your autism journey prior to finding Cornerstone?
Yes, our autism journey, we were lucky enough to be in Washington at the time. They are very big about early intervention there. And so around 12 months, we noticed that Desmond wasn't eating solids anymore. He wasn't making eye contact. He wasn't trying to communicate with us. He would go off and play by himself, and all these things were raising red flags for us.
He wouldn't point,
No
eye contact. There was just lots of little warning signs.
But because of that, I got him enrolled in their early intervention program for children under 3. And around 14 and a half months, I think it was, I said, okay, I'm still not feeling good about this. I talked to his OT at the time and said, is it possible that he has autism? And she had us take the MCHAT, which is a toddler test for autism, just like a checklist, real quick screening. And he scored very high on the MCHAT, and so she recommended that we seek an official diagnosis.
When he started, he struggled to communicate with others, so his therapist began teaching him sign language.
Bye. Bye.
Nice job,
Nice. That was awesome. Yes.
That's awesome. Here you go.
Find your ears. Good. In bed you go to. Sleep. Awesome. You play with. You do play with.
Now,
toys.
Desmond
Awesome
is
work.
starting to use vocals along with his signs.
What factors led you to enroll your child here at Cornerstone?
When we met with Haley, I think was our first BCBA we met with, and kind of walked through the process of what do you guys do, what's your ABA model. She kind of walked us through that and how it relates to what you guys do here, and it was very compatible. And Haley made us feel good about the fact that Cornerstone doesn't want to change our child. Cornerstone wants to grow our child and help him be the best version of himself that he can be. And it really stood out that they cared about him as an individual and us as a family unit. And so that's ultimately what factored into our decision, was just them embracing us as a family and him as an individual and wanting to celebrate that and support that.
He can now use 3 to 4 word requests to let others know his wants and needs.
Sweet. Outside. Good job telling me. Let's go. 3 cookies. There you go. Cookies.
Working with Cornerstone staff here, it's been a blessing from start to finish. Everybody here is amazing. We have to change therapists every once in a while, and it's always hard. But then you meet the new therapist, and they're just as awesome.
Yeah.
What is it? Clown, that was fantastic. Ready, high fives.
Ready? Copy me.
His ability to imitate others along with his fine motor skills have grown tremendously.
Good job, Rockstar. You did it.
With Desmond's newfound communication skills, he enjoys singing along to songs with his therapists and echoing different sounds and words.
So how have things changed for your family since your child started attending Cornerstone?
I think one of the biggest things for us is communication. You know, it started with our son learning sign language, and that alone helped because we were able to understand his needs and his wants way better than what we had before. And then just recently, within the last couple of months, his vocalizations are just exploding, where he was pre-verbal when he started Cornerstone.
It's just amazing to see all of his progress stacked out that way, and then at home, just seeing him flourish and grow and laugh and play and learning to speak and communicate better and talk. And now he's like, Dada, this, Dada, go, Dada, come. And he wants to show me, he wants to play, he wants to be involved with us. He's pointing, he's looking at us, he's communicating. He's just the perfect little guy now.
Kalia has been with Cornerstone for over 2 years now. She is non-vocal and continues to work on her communication skills and daily living skills during her day at Cornerstone.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your autism journey prior to finding Cornerstone?
Life was very hard. When I came to Cornerstone, I was amazed to see the staff, the kids, the environment. Everything felt like home to me. It really, truly did. It just felt normal, I guess you could kind of say, and versus the other places she's been to, it was kind of like a not a good fit for her, more or less I could say. I love it here.
She has recently started to use a special communication device. Once a week, Kalia will meet with Cornerstone's speech pathologist, Emily, to practice expressing her wants and needs.
So we are doing eye gaze with Miss Kalia. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to see where her eyes are looking, and we want to make sure that her eyes are looking kind of in the center, and we're trying to make sure that it's in this green spot right now, just so this camera down here is picking up her eyes the right way, so when she's looking at whatever she wants, it'll pick it right up.
Peanut butter cracker.
Good job. Perfect. This can record her eye gaze, and we can see exactly where she's looking, which is really cool. So a lot of the times what she'll do, she's not looking at the pictures, she's looking at the words.
In what ways has the staff positively influenced the life of your child and your family?
Oh man, they're amazing. I tell you what, every single person I've ran across is great. It's like having a aunt or a sister that's taking care of your child. There's communication before and after drop-offs. It's just great. The children just cling to these staff members here. It's so great. I love every staff member here. I haven't met them all, but hopefully soon to be. But the staff is great here. I trust every single person here, every single one.
Peanut butter crackers.
Peanut butter crackers. Yeah, we got outside, the iPad, and the music toy. You want to go outside?
When Kalia's device is not with her, she is also able to communicate with picture cards.
What factors led you to enroll your child at Cornerstone?
I guess the programs they offered that would benefit my child, the willingness to allow me to bring in equipment that would make her arrangements here better at school for her.
I love you're looking at both your choices. Chicka chicka boom boom. Great choice. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up, skinned knee D, stubbed toe E, and patched up F, then comes G all out of breath.
Kalia is working on various motor imitation targets and is gaining more independence with her motor abilities. Kalia enjoys listening to music and dancing with peers and her therapists.
Kalia, great job looking at the picture. Who is that? Mom! It's your mom! I know. Awesome job telling me it's mom.
How have things changed for your family since your child started attending Cornerstone?
Well, we all have sleepless nights. That has changed. My daughter sleeps through the night. Her behavior's well throughout the day when she gets out. It's just like she just left a family member's home. It has dramatically changed our lives for the better. I feel safe with her being here, so I don't have to go to work and worry about her. It's great. I love it.
Wesley has been with Cornerstone for over 2 years. In that time, he has made significant progress with his social skills and now independently initiates interactions with peers.
How we found out about Cornerstone was I was actually driving for work. I was looking for another business, and I just so happened to come across this building, and I was like, oh wow, it's a nice building. And then I saw it's an autism center, and so then I Googled it because I saw the playground, and I always knew that there was something else. Like I always knew, I'm like, man, there's gotta be something, they can't just give up on kids with autism. It was definitely a God thing that led me here, and then we immediately enrolled him after learning, and then it's just been great.
I know the fruits. Find your ears. How many ears do you have? 2. Yeah, what is today? Thursday. Right.
Wesley is working on becoming more independent and following directions of others.
Tell me about home life before Cornerstone, what that's kind of looking like now.
Before, it was so hard to really take him places like as a family. Now he can communicate so much better, so his communication has just been amazing. He can tell us what he wants, so he's not having the meltdowns anymore because he's just learned so much here.
I don't know his name.
His name is Zapper.
Zapper, yes. Damn the evil villains. Damn the evil villains.
The evil villains. 24.
24.
25.
25.
26.
26. 62.
63.
63.
64.
64.
65.
65.
66.
66.
Write your name right here.
What are some of those details about Cornerstone that you like the most?
I love the parent communication notebook. Every day you get a paragraph from each therapist because it's one-on-one with your child, and they know your kid now, and they always have a bond with your kid, which is amazing. It's somebody else that loves your kid like you love your kid, and they get attached. But they tell you, good things, and they tell you what he struggled with. Each therapist will tell you, this is what he did today, he really did great on this, may have struggled on this, but then he excelled at this, and it's just nice to know every day what your child's doing, how they're coming along, and how they're developing.
Try this. Here, give me a high five. How many fingers? There are 4 fingers. Great job.
One of the things he just started a couple of weeks ago was being able to tell us a historical event. It may have been something that just happened, but he can do that now. Whereas before he didn't. He was always caught in scripting and caught in a lot of things.
Which means a lot to us because it's so scary when your child can't tell you something that happened. If something bad happened to them, then you don't know. So now that he is starting to do that and to have that skill to tell us, this is what happened today. So it's a little bit comforting to us.
Wesley is known for his imagination and his ability to make any situation fun.
So what do you say? You say threat.
You just thread the needle. Yeah. Just the needle.
Is there any advice that you can give to parents who may have just found out that their child has autism or suspects that their child might have autism?
Well, at this time, I know things are probably pretty hard for you trying to figure out how you're going to manage your life because everything is changing. If you even feel like you're backed into a corner, that you've hit rock bottom, Cornerstone is the place to be. Definitely come take a tour, visit Cornerstone, see what you think, and I promise you, you'll definitely stay.
There's so many resources out there that you wouldn't know about otherwise. You don't even know. And also, don't stop. There's some people that'll, well, I went and, they said just a speech delay. If you're not happy with that, go somewhere else. There's other places. You don't have to just stop at one, until you get, the help for your child. Don't stop.
My biggest piece of advice is to trust your gut. I feel like it's a very intuitive thing, that connection between mother and child, even father and child, to know that something's a little off or something doesn't feel right.
Your child is still the same after the diagnosis as before the diagnosis, and every case is different, and it's just a different way of seeing the world.
It's all going to be okay.
Yeah, it's all going to be okay.
You're going to learn how to best support your child, and you're going to be supported in so many different ways than you were before, and at the end of the day, you're going to be grateful for it.